Letitia, let's start with you. Like, what was it when you read the script, or what kind of moved you about the whole storyline?
Just in terms of the character's journey, she starts from A and then she goes to B, and I just think that exploring friendships between two young females and what does it mean to be loyal, what does it mean to feel like guilty about going in a different avenue, so just like exploring that, and also the opportunity to work with Michael and just knowing that at the end there's something positive you can get from it. So that's what mainly attracted me to it.
Yeah, how about you?
Kind of the same as Letitia, but also it was a character that I had never played before. And it was a character that I was very interested in exploring self-worth as a young woman, and the lack of respect that she has for herself and her surroundings, and just like Letitia said, female friendships. I just think relationships are just endlessly interesting, and it's something that we were teenagers not that long ago, that we can relate to what it's like when you're questioning your place in the world and where you stand and how am I going to live, and I was very interested in that these were two girls who were surviving day by day. Really, it wasn't living, it was surviving.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and then what's so special is the moral dilemma. I mean, here's these two girls that are brought up in the system, and they've always had each other, but of course you're the bad influence, and here's somebody who just, I want to get out, I want to do it, but I don't want to give up my mate, you know? Like, what a moral dilemma.
It was the guilt that I think Jamie carries and that she grows up, and people grow up. And the more, especially that I felt with Leanne, because I've seen this with friendships that I've had, the more that you kind of try and hold on to someone, the more that they're going to retreat and back away. But it's out of that desperation, and you feel incredibly sad for Leanne, really.
Yeah, like you hope that one day after this movie, like maybe Leanne will, it'll be good for her, or something will happen that, it's so sad.
Yeah.
Letitia, for you just to work with somebody like Shirley Henderson, what was that like?
It was really good. I mean, the first day I met her, she's a tidy lady, respectively. And I was like, how are we going to be, I looked at myself, I looked at Izzy, I was like, how are we going to be mean to her? For about a week and a half. And literally I learned so much from Shirley and Isabella as well. She's got she's so down to earth. She's not fast, she's all about the work. And I hope to go in that path, not to care about anything else but the work. And she's so committed to it. And our chemistry was good, really good.
It was really good, fabulously. And do you find, you young ladies, you're doing so well with films, but do you find every time you're working on something or with somebody, like you're kind of sponging off of them and learning from them?
Absolutely. I think you're always watching, always being a little magpie of seeing, oh, you do it like that? Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I was poking at Shirley in the car on the way to set. What do you do? What's your technique? Because you worked with Mike Lee, and you've done with James McAvoy, and teach me.
Yeah, tell me everything.
But we just learn by watching, and we all have different methods, and I think it all gelled together, and we all respected each other's methods. Isabella would
My mum's going to love you that you call me Isabella as well.
Why?
Because I prefer Izzy. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry.
No,
do you
it's
prefer
fine.
Izzy?
I do, but my mum said to me, your name is Isabella.
That's how I named you. It's in your birth certificate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Izzy.
I'm going to call you that. I don't care.
Izzy, I'm sorry.
You can call me whatever you want.
Izzy
Either way, it works for you.
would, I guess, have a corner, get her headphones in, get her music going, and get her in the zone, and I would be more poking at whoever I can poke at to get a little bit of a chemistry going on, and we all had different methods, and it worked, and I loved it.
Yes. The music in the movie is fabulous. Like, so how long have you been singing? Because you're not too shabby, my dear.
Oh, thank you. I don't sing professionally or anything like that. They literally had a schedule. I keep getting this wrong.
It's okay.
Had this dilemma this morning.
I get you.
And yeah, they made it. And they had a 5-hour thing, and they were like, Letitia, you're just going to be in the studio for 5 hours. So I did all the songs on that day, and then I came back and did a few here and there, but I wasn't dubbed or anything, which was, I'm so happy, but it was hard work. I sing around the house, but I don't sing out. If I could be a musician, yeah, I'd do a Jimi Hendrix thing, and you know, but nah.
Really wail on the guitar. Did you learn guitar for this?
I didn't get to learn as much as I wanted to because it was such a small amount of time. I had to teach myself at home with YouTube videos and tried to learn how to hold because it's really hard.
Yeah.
I tried my absolute best, but it was really down to the guys that did music, who did the original music. Lee, he helped a lot with that, teaching me a lot of tips. And I stayed over at Izzy's. Yes, I said Izzy, yes. I stayed at Izzy's and I lived with her for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Hence why we have great chemistry.
I was gonna say, like, you guys weren't faking the friendship.
Really helps.
And I was just with my guitar in the little room and just like, no one would come down and say, can you turn that off? Like, no, they just let me
That's awesome.
groove with it. Yeah.
One thing, like for me, that stands out big time in this movie is the mentorship. Somebody who can make a difference in someone's life and really change it. Do both of you have somebody in your lives like that? Do you want to start?
I have my mum. That's
Yeah. I would say that too. My mum was born and we're born in the same day, so like together. And I guess also just I try to pick my friends really well. Have a lot of great friends. That's so important to have friends whose mind frames, like universally, is just so in alignment that can push you and motivate you. So I guess that's also important.
Yeah. You've obviously been in a little bit more, worked a little longer than Letitia and stuff. And so did you give her any tips, or did she need any?
I didn't need to give her anything. She's got it down.
She does have it down.
Yeah. No, not at all. No. If anything, I need some tips, please.
Oh, please. But certainly, you're in these little Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not too shabby.
No, that's all right. That was my.
That was good.
That was
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
Let me reel off your
that's
CV.
my CV. No, my mum was very kind of funny about me. She said, you're not allowed to join an agency until you have some qualifications. And at the time, I hated her for that. But in hindsight, it was probably the best thing that she could have done.
Mum knows best.
She does, annoyingly. Yeah. But that's what the school that I went to, there was a group of girls, and I was put on this heap as well. These girls who weren't particularly academic, but very creative, and for whatever reason, that at home they weren't supported at home. And I think if you can have someone who can get behind you, whether that's a teacher, a parent, or a friend, or someone who says no, who champions you and says, I believe in you, and you are worth it. My God, you set your mind to it, you can do anything, and I think that's
absolutely, because your character, as she says in the film, if somebody offers you help,
Just
take it.
And that really stuck with me because we all know people who are just I don't want to say stubborn, but maybe proud, or I don't know
I
what
think
it
there's
is.
a shame for asking for help, especially as young women as well.
Yeah.
You kind of feel that no, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this by myself, and actually you're screaming out for help, and there's nothing wrong in accepting it or asking for it.
Yeah.
I guess it's the environment that they grew up in as well. And there's lots of kids like this, in dysfunctional backgrounds that all their life they're being told no.
And have to fend for
How
themselves.
many times can you have a no and then you believe that? That's a self-belief that's stamped into your subconscious. And then to have a yes, you're just like, stop messing with me.
Yeah.
No, yes, you can actually go to school. No, stop messing with me. And at the end, she just finds that truth, that belief that I can. And maybe it was too late for my friend, but I can.
It's a very hopeful film. Like, it's really good. And Michael told me that no one's really, this is like tonight is the first time people are going to see it. And except for the few of us that have been the opportunity to get to see it before. And it's just like I say, it just has really touched me. And you too, once people see this movie, like, scripts are going to start really piling up on your desks. Are you ready for this?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, no. I am. I honestly, you two were so brilliant in this movie, honestly. Like,
Thank you.